Hello and welcome to my channel, Model Making Trucker. Hope you're well. I've been told not to mention anything about our live stream last night and Nat's antics when she decided to stand up in front of the camera, so I won't mention any of that. So today I decided to do something a little bit different. Now, I promised you something big, and this is big. But let's first of all go through chat, have a look, see who's in. So first of all, we had Dexterous Crafter, my wife Nat, saying hello, 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 hello. And then we had Fester 67's Workshop, Colin, saying hiya. And then I come in and we were just asking how each of us were. Then we got Sprue and Glue saying yo, yo, yo. And then who come in? They're all talking about yesterday's antics with our live stream. You can always go back and have a look. Not that I'm going to advertise it much at all. We've got Shane Youngs in saying good afternoon, Lewis, Nat, and everyone. Hope you're all well. Yeah, we're doing brilliantly. Then we've got Model Officer James. Hello. How are you? Who else have we got? We're all just talking amongst ourselves. And then we've got Model Making Haggis. Afternoon, peeps. Yeah, so that's all we've got in chat. We've got 8 people watching. So please come in, say hi in the chat. We'll all talk to you and we can have some fun and some antiques. So what am I doing? I promised something big, and let me just change my camera. Normally on these shows, I do like Lego with the kids, showing people how to get into the hobby. Not just Lego, the Airfix quick builds and this, that, and the other. But this week I thought I'd do something a little bit different. So if that works, yeah, everyone can see my hand waving. So what am I going to do? I'm going to do this. The box won't even fit in the picture. It's that big. It is the Lancaster B MK. This is the 1/32 scale. It's got 824 parts, a wingspan of 972 millimeters, and a length of 664 millimeters. It is also the one with a clear fuselage. So I got this kit, as I get most of my kits, from my local model shop in Spalding called Mason's Models. Fantastic little place, really helpful. It's a family-run business. They are, oh, I'm dropping stuff. They are really, really helpful. I'll put a link into their Facebook page underneath in the description below this video once I've finished going live. Yes, so that's what I'm going to do. We've got no children today. They're all hiding upstairs. So there have been reviews on this through YouTube. I decided not to do a review of it, just purely because there are other people that managed to do the reviews and everything. Oh, we've got Totally Scale Models. Steve, come in. Afternoon. Oh, HK Lang. The kids will love building that. Yeah, the kids aren't going to get hold of this one. I promise. Yeah, James saying, kids making that, Lewis? No, not this one. No, this is a daddy's project. I do make quite a few models with the kids. I probably get things that they can't do because I want them to grow up a little bit quicker. I know everyone says, oh no, enjoy them while they're young, but you know, I like to be able to do things with them. Yeah, so please come and say hi in the chat. It's nothing, no one's going to bite, no one's going to, if you've got a question, please ask. If I can't answer it, which will be more than likely, the guys in chat will be able to. I'm just going to explode the webcam by putting my light on. Yes, so I will try my best to keep up with chat. I was going to have my little boy come and read the chat out for me, but there's not much room where I do my models. Oh, we've got Scaly Models, or aka Dad, or aka Mike, come in. Afternoon all. Hello Mike, how are you? Yeah. So I will try my best to keep up with chat. I can't promise. It's really the first time I've actually done anything like this, building an actual model kit live. I'm undecided as well on whether to continue doing these live streams with this Lancaster build, or after this one do video builds with them. Now, because of my job, I get 2 days off a week, and it is very, very time consuming doing the videos, doing all the editing and everything after. So that's why I haven't got much content out. I prefer to do the live streams because there's no editing. As you know from last night's live stream, there's no editing involved. What happens, happens. So let me know if you'd rather me continue doing this on the live stream, or you'd rather see it in the actual videos, and I can then decide what we can do. So first bit. Now, a lot of people have been putting this kit down for its accuracy. I've seen all the reviews, I've heard about them, I've heard all the issues, but the way I look at it is, where we live is what used to be called the Bombers County during the Second World War. So the Lancaster did fly a lot from our area. In fact, we've got both Lancasters. There's one called Just Jane that isn't flying just yet. It's out at East Kirkby. It's literally half an hour from where I live. And then we've got Thumper that I believe is based at RAF Waddington, which is one of only 2 Lancasters in the entire world that's flying, both of them in our county. So this is quite a personal touch for me. Yeah, I've been to see Just Jane quite a bit. In fact, Nat, my wife, just after we got together, I said to her, would you like to go see a Lancaster? I said, have you ever seen a Lancaster? She goes, yeah, I've seen the film Dam Busters. Like, okay, have you ever seen one in real life? She goes, only while it's flying over. Like, okay, would you like to see one close up? She goes, no, why would I like to see one of them big ugly things? And I said, okay, let's get in the car. We went to East Kirkby, and when we walked into that hangar, she just went, wow. You know, if you ever get the chance to see one of these things, do so. They are phenomenal. You know, even now, even after all these years after the war and everything, they are absolutely phenomenal to see close up as well. One thing I would like to do is go for a taxi run in Just Jane. I know Nat's listening and watching, so you know, my birthday's coming up soon. I won't say no to a taxi run in Just Jane. Let's have a quick look. Oh, now we've got trouble. Got Andy, Model Making Mayhem, come in. Bang, bang, boom, clatter, Lewis. Yeah, I think he's made an appearance. Yeah, so I did think I'll get all the sprues done, ready, so that I can just crack on with it, get it done, you know, all this forward planning malarkey stuff, and I've not even took them out the bags. So we need sprue P, not them ones. There will be some rustling of the bags until I get them out. I do apologise, sincerely. Here we are. I mean, the size of the sprues, they don't even fit on the camera. Sorry about the noise, guys. If you let me know in chat if you can hear me and everything, or the picture's all right. So, sprue P, I think is this big one. Yeah, it's this big one. She'll turn it around the right way. We need 40 and 41. 40 and 41. If anyone can see it, shout. I found 42, so surely 40 and 41 is going to be close. Yeah, it's just there, look. Right next to my hand. So if we move that book there. Is your mic turned off, Lewis? No. I think you're just winding me up, aren't you, James? I mean, to tell me I've done all of that and, you know, I've been talking for the past, what, 10 minutes and you've not heard anything I've said? I've been doing a starter set build, showing people about making one of the starter kits. And while I've been doing that, I've always thought, when I was a kid, I used to get the sprues and just twist the bits off. It's like, shall I just show everyone what not to do and twist them off and see how many people I can get flinching at the thought of it. I think that's going to break. Don't break, please. There we go. 40 and 41 is off. So I'll just clean them up a bit. I hope I'm not cutting the wrong bits off. No, we're good. I have a little jar somewhere. There we are, look. Collect all these little nubs in. My intention is to make some sprue goo out of that, but I don't know whether I'm going to. Lewis, 40, 41 is right where your hand is. Sound is on, says Nat. Model making mayhem. Nat doesn't hear anything you said. Why would we? LOL. Yeah, she doesn't listen to me at all. So are you giving up on the Spit, Lewis? No, I am continuing with the Spitfire, but I am only doing that on the Saturday night crash. So that is purely for that live stream. I am going to complete it. I promise. I'm not going to give in. Not yet. I've got it all boxed away, ready for next week. Sorry, Lewis, we could hear. Let's click on this so we can. Oh, so we got Colin saying spit. Is it the 124? It is, Colin. Yes, the 124 scale Airfix Spitfire. And then James is saying, sorry, Lewis, we could hear you. I shall go back to the naughty step. No, there's no need to go to the naughty step. I'd just send that there in your place. Because I am boss, honest. I've even been shopping to Mason's today, this morning, while the kids have been at school, and picked up a load of paint. Now, I'm the sort of person that I can read the paint chart, do that, not a problem. But if the paint's not available in the make that I want, or it says, I find it difficult to find alternatives. Because I stand in front of the paint racks and there's just so many, they all just blend into one. And you know what? The guys at Mason's, they're fantastic. I say, oh, I need this colour. Young lad, I think his name's Ed. He's brilliant. He knows exactly what colour it is in what other paints and everything. And I've actually got the 1/200 scale Titanic on order from them as well. So if you need anything, just give them a shout. They're very accommodating. So Steve is saying, I've still got the decals if you want them. You never know, Steve. You might actually find yours and continue with it. Colin saying, legend at Model Making Trucker, a great kit. Yeah. I'm saying hello to Colin. We've got Kevin Stevenson. Hello, Kevin. Afternoon, Lewis. If you're having problems with thinking parts may break when cutting off the sprue, you may find it easier to cut them off with a razor saw. Hope you find it useful. Yeah, I picked up a saw. I think it's a bit heavy duty for this. It's mainly for when I get my resin busts. But I need to have a look. They've got some like photo etch ones. I need to have a look at and seeing about making it easier to cut off the sprues, because with this kit, it's the price of it. I don't really want to be breaking bits, and there is quite a few delicate pieces in it, piping and the undercarriage and everything like that. So I certainly will look into it. Thank you, Kevin. So we've got 16 people watching, and there's not 16 people in chat. So come on, don't be shy. Just say hi. Tell us what you're working on, if anything. Promise I'm not going to do belly and bench, but you know what? If you want to do belly and bench in the chat, then go ahead. What's the other ones? Mike does at Scale Models when he does his in-between show. I think he still does wear and weather. So tell us where you're from, what the weather's like. I'm from a little place called Wainfleet near Skegness in Lincolnshire. And the weather is sunny. There is a breeze. Obviously being near Skeg with it being so bracing, there is a breeze. So oh, we got Skullfish in. Hello, Skullfish. Again, I don't have any buttons for your name, I'm afraid. Yeah, so I was saying about all the inaccuracies of this kit. The way I see it is I build these models and they go on shelves in my house. I don't have much wall space left. My dear wife keeps saying, you've got to stop buying them. You've got to, well, stop making them until we can find somewhere to put them. So this one will be displayed in my house, and the people that come round don't have the same sort of fascination with it as what I do. So when they look at it, they'll just see a Lancaster or a plane. You know, they won't stand there scrutinizing whether it's correct or not. So, you know, I can live with the inaccuracies. They just see something that I've built and painted. So yeah, to me, it's not the end of the world if something's not quite right. You know, I know to some people it does matter, and that's fine if they want to change the bits or make it historically accurate and this, that, and the other. Fantastic, brilliant. Me, on the other hand, I do it just for fun. I don't enter into any competitions because I really do not think I'm good enough. I have had some of my friends and whatnot turn around and say, oh, you should enter into competitions. Like, no. You see some of the work others do, even on the groups. Like the, sorry, the Boom Hut and everything. You know, the work's outstanding. I don't feel my work's up to that standard. So let's have a quick look through. Are you building this straight out of the box? Yeah, I did think about doing like getting the air scales aftermarket set and this, that, and the other, but I thought it's going to be sat on a shelf, and so no. There is, however, the kit does come with some photo etch anyway, so that'll justify my photo etch needs. Some of the stuff I do battleships and whatnot. I'm doing the HMS Belfast, and I have got every bit of photo etch from Edward that is available for it. So yeah, I do change things. I do add things. Got Modelmaking haggis, Kendall, Lake District, cloudy but unusually dry. Oh, do you know, I've gone through the Lake District in the truck, and some of the sites, it's just breathtaking. Hertfordshire, sunny and damn hot. Yeah, I like it when it's hot. Hotter the better. Air in Scotland, wet, windy and miserable. From Andy, Modelmaking Mayhem. It's always wet, windy and miserable in Scotland, isn't it? It is whenever I go up there in the truck. Sprue and Glue, Nottingham, hot, sunny with a nice breeze. Sounds a bit like what we've got here. Shane Young's, Lowestoft, Suffolk, hot and windy. And then Clydebank and Drench. I think that's wet, isn't it? It's raining a bit. Yeah, so we still got 16 people watching. I've not read out 16 where and whether. Sorry if you can hear the kids in the background. They're all out playing on our estate, which is nice. You know, going however many weeks during the lockdown without having the kids shouting, it was nice as well. Not being out on the estate. So does anyone want to see me continue this on the live stream, or would they rather just see it in the videos? I do videos with it. I've got my dad device that I altered, made it look like a boat. We got Dave in. Hello, Dave. Portsmouth, very hot, no breeze. So like the sun. Sprue and Glue. Let's not forget to give a thumbs up, guys. Yeah. So if you're liking what you're seeing, hit that thumbs up icon and subscribe if you've not already subscribed. The thumbs up, it helps greatly with the videos and live streams and everything. More likes you've got on a video, higher up the rating you are. So if someone was to search Monday Madness for videos, they would see this video. More likes it's got, higher up that search bar it'll be. Kevin Stevens, lovely sun with a slight breeze on the West Sussex coast. Got Sprue and Glue wants to see it live. Schoolfish live. Modelmaking haggis live as there is interaction. That is true. I can't guarantee how much interaction because I get concentrating, but I will certainly keep an eye on the chat. I might even coax my son in to come and stand here and read all the chat comments out. That's an idea, isn't it? Get my boy here and he can stand there reading the comments as I'm building. The trouble is he'll probably say, "Daddy, can I help?" Like, no, please, no. Sorting out gooseberry bushes in the garden whilst watching on tab. Oh, gooseberries. I can remember when I was a kid, my mum and dad used to have a gooseberry bush down at the bottom of the garden. My mum would go out and pick the gooseberries and make gooseberry pie. The trouble is, we would all get told off then for just eating them. Well, he's not reading the chat for you. Well, she had a quick English lesson last night on the live stream, but yeah, I think my little boy would probably be better. Live is great, as it's always good to have a chat. It certainly is. So I think at the moment, live, building it live is winning. That does mean, however, if I make a mistake, everyone will see. But small price to pay though, isn't it? P38. It is this one just here. So let's move that back. Yeah, so if anyone's got any questions, fire away. Like I say, I can't guarantee I'll know the answer, but I'm sure someone in chat will be able to tell us. Or that's a whiz on Google. She'll be able to Google most things. I'm providing the peace and quiet sprue. We're watching upstairs doing some sewing. You're teaching my boy how to sew. Thanks. And then, Andy, sorry, back, had a work thing. That's all right, mate. Not a problem. Real life tends to get in the way of things. I am over on the Saturday night crash. There is a group build going on, starting on the 1st of July, for anything to do with the Pacific Theatre. So I've got myself a Japanese Zero fighter, and I'm going to be doing that. It's the first time I've ever done a group build because I don't normally have the time, but I've decided that for part of it, I'm going to take it away in the truck with me. When I'm sat with a bit of time on my hands, I can whip the Zero out. I was a bit dodgy, wasn't it, whipping the Zero out, and see if I can do any of that in the truck. Now, I'm not sure how it's going to turn out. I obviously can't do any of the painting in the truck because we share the trucks, so each week I'll get a different truck to use for the week, and I don't really want to spill any paint in it because I might get told off. So that is supposed to fit in there somehow. Could do the right way up, can't I? That might help. So you've got sprue and glue. I'm gemming at Nat. I hope you mean like her diamond dot things that she does. And then we got Model Officer James saying live. I think that's winning at the moment. We've got hello Richard Copeland. Hi Lewis, I'm just up the coast from you near sunny Bridlington. It is. It's not far at all. I think isn't Bridlington just over the Humber? I'm a model maker. I'm a lorry driver, sorry, so I have no sense of direction. With each truck smelling of beans, deodorant, and yes. Yeah, our trucks don't tend to get like that because our yard doesn't do a lot of tramping. I do the tramping, but there's only like 6, 7 of us that actually do it. So there's a few trucks that's reserved for people that do nights out. So we tend to just share them, and we do look after them, keep them clean and whatnot. So they're not too bad. Sprue and glue ain't driving and painting dangerous, only if you breathe the fumes in. Richard saying hi, Model Officer. So we've still got 16 watching. There we go, that looks a bit better. Then we find our little glue pot again. Also, Nat and I are undecided on whether to do our Sunday night live stream again. So if you caught it last night, then just give us a message, a comment in the comments underneath the video. It is on my channel, Modelmaking Trucker. My wife does have her own channel called Dexterous Crafter. She does all like a diamond art and cross stitch and stuff like that. So if you want to see us do something like that again, just drop us a comment underneath the video and let us know, and we'll see what we can do. I don't think we're going to do it every week. What's the part count on this beauty? The part count was 800 odd, I think. Grab the box. 824 skullfish. We've got Sprue and glue. I think he's learning to paint with his teeth. Yeah, it's multitasking, you know. Blokes can do it as well, apparently. Model making mayhem. Sunday whoopsie Lewis. Yeah, I think I chose quite a good name. Frolics. Sunday frolics. I know where I need P42. I can remember where that was. That was this little bit up here. Don't ask me how I remember these things because I have no idea. Skullfish. Nice, looks an awesome kit, mate. Thank you. I was holding out for the Wingnut Wings one, but it was getting later and later, and then I'd obviously seen the HK kit with the clear fuselage, and I said to Nat, I said, look, the Wingnut Wings one, we heard that there's been price increases and everything on it. And it's like, should I hold out for that or go for the clear fuselage and do that one? And we thankfully chose the clear fuselage because wingnut wings, last I heard, are no longer, unfortunately. So we've got that saying something. Sorry, Sprue, can't show us. The kids are watching now. What's she showing? Do I want to know what she's showing? Probably not, knowing that. Something my wife found out is that I tend to do the massive, big, gigantic models, and the way I sell them to Nat is bigger they are, more I can see. Except also comes with more detail. So we've got what looks like just a couple of nubs right on the end of them antenna bits on the seat, but I'm not going to take them off just yet because I don't know how far down I need to take them. It's always something we can do later. Spruce says, oops, sorry, remove comment. I know Chris can reread comments. It's something. No. That's part of a seat done. One thing I've never understood, now, I don't know if anyone in chat can tell me. These companies make these models. Why don't they, on the first page, start with sprue A, move on to sprue B, C, and go up like that? Just a thought. There we go. This part 44, I believe. I'll just cut it off and I can't remember. I don't remember where it goes, to be honest. Instructions. Model making mayhems just answer my question, because that would be common sense, Lewis. Yeah. Now, one thing with common sense, it's not very common. Oh, I'm pressing buttons now. Let's just go back. So is everyone out of lockdown now, or is still some people? I believe the government's meant to be making an announcement, isn't it? How's everyone finding going back to work? That's the thing. Would this live stream still be justifiable at 3 o'clock on a Monday afternoon? As more people's going back, would they miss it? No, I'll have to look what part that was. So Andy's saying he's back to work humans next week, so I won't be catching all the streams. No, I mean, I've been working all the way through it, and you know, it's nice to, because I get sat on a bay and whatnot to get loaded. It's nice having something to watch. So I think I'm going to end up missing them as much as everyone else, even though I've been working through it. So Model Making Haggis is back on the 6th of July. I'll be able to see e-models Monday night, full blown Sunday, and then whatever Wednesdays. Yeah, you see, I've only been lorry driving just over a year now, and I can no longer watch the e-models because on a Monday I start back to work on a Tuesday. So Mondays I go to bed with the kids, feel like I've been naughty and sent to bed. I mean, now and then I'll pop in and he'll get Nat turn around and say, "Go to sleep." That's because I should be asleep. So Shane Young's no difference for us, Lewis, as I care for Glynis. It's business as usual, really. Fantastic. We could watch it later, but you'll be talking to yourself. I talk to myself anyway. I get most sense out of myself. Totally scaled models. Doubt I'll be back till September. You're a cook, aren't you? Chef, aren't you, Steve? So if I'm going to do this live, then what I will do, I'll make a compromise. I will build it and paint it all on the live streams, but I probably won't do the priming bit. I'll probably get that done when I finish work on a Saturday, get it all primed, and then be ready to paint. Just because the primer stinks when it goes through the airbrush, to be honest. Andy's saying, "Damn, I want Steve's job." LOL. Steve's saying, "Yeah, in a secondary school." See, my kids have gone back to school, but I know you're chef in a secondary school. Mine's in. Is it still called primary school or infant school? They've changed it since I was at school. When I was at school, it was primary school and then secondary school. Secondary school ended in year 6. Was it, no, year 11. Year 11? No, year 12. I can't remember. It was a long time ago. Ended in year 12. And that was it. But now, apparently, you have to stay at school till you're 18. I couldn't wait to get out of school and get working. And now I'm working, I'd rather be back at school. So my wife's saying they're in primary school. Okay. Andy saying, I know Steve's the Doctor Who guy that makes kids vanish and turns them into meat pie. If Steve does that, I've got 2 to send his way. It's been great having these streams throughout the week, but totally understand that people have jobs to return to. I'll tell you what, I will keep this Monday, 3 o'clock. And that's it. And model making haggis, wee school and big school. Yeah, easier. Certainly like that one, wee school and big school. Just pitch that bit off now. I will say I'm not a professional at this. I'm been doing it since I was about 6 or 7. And then I left school, got a job, and then other things got in the way, mainly going out, women, all got in the way, so I left it, and then I've come back to it. But I don't feel my skills are anywhere near as good as you guys. Stu's saying still primary, but some are broken into 2 sections. Secondary ends at year 11, so I finished at year 11. They have to stay in education till 18. That can be either be 2 years in 6th form or college. Can they move out of home before they're 18 though, Steve? Richard, I'm a painter. Nobody wants their house painting at the moment. Yeah, that's the thing. I mean, I suppose they're all still going to supermarkets though, don't they? So between caring, model making and family history, I keep very busy. Only if their folks want rid of them, Lewis. You see, I'm undecided. Do I want rid of the kids? Not really, because you know what? When they get a job, they can stay as long as they like. I'll charge them rent. It'd be cheaper for them to find their own place, but I'll charge them rent. 6th form doesn't have to be at their original school. So you can ship them away somewhere. Here we go. Shane Young's I do at Richard Copeland, exterior and 1 bedroom. Oh, I missed that one. Same here, Lewis, but got back to this about a year ago after 40 plus year break. You see, mine wasn't that long. I'm 35. 30, that'll correct me if I'm wrong. LOL, exchange student. Yeah, we'll leave that one there. Ha ha ha. Wish you could. I've been trying to get rid of one for ages. She's 20 now. There's no hope for me that my kids ain't ever going to move out. P56. Right, 56 should be near the rest of them. There we are. So how did everyone get into this hobby or whatever? It doesn't have to be model making. So if you're watching but not in the chat, come in the chat. It doesn't have to be model related. My wife does knitting, cross stitch, diamond art, every other type of hobby that's going. So it certainly doesn't have to be. What got you interested in your particular hobby? So I remember sitting with my dad building a plane. It's a Spitfire, I think it's a 1/72 Spitfire at that. Got it all painted, built and painted. It looked beautiful, absolutely stunning. It was best paint job I could ever do. And then obviously being a young lad, flew it around the house a couple of times. Didn't break it. Put it down on the sofa. Went to go do something else. Come back, forgot about it, and sat on it. That broke it. So let's have a look. So Andy, I got into it through Games Workshop 20+ years ago, then left after 5 years. 5 years in. And you come back to it. I said Melissa would never move out. Now she lives in London and travels all over the world. Only seen her once in the last 2 years. Yeah. So if my kids did that, I'd be proud of them for doing it. But it's like, I'd want to see them. And if they got to travel all over the world, it'd be like, where's my ticket? And one of my brothers, he does a similar sort of thing. He goes traveling all over the place. Obviously not at the moment, but he can be sent anywhere. It's like, I want a job like that. No, I suppose I do get to travel around the UK. I don't think I want to take the truck over to the continent. Not nowadays. Now I'm back because of Fox and Colin and Dad and those other miscreants. Yeah, they have quite a bit to answer for, don't they, Andy? My son is 21 and still at home, saving for a deposit. We'll help him out, but property is so expensive in these parts. We don't want to see him rent. Yeah, I completely agree with where you're coming from. I mean, I sit and do our finances and I look at the rent and it's like, just lost money. But unfortunately, we don't have much choice. We did do, but we chose to have 2 kids. So, sort of looking a bit like that, isn't it? Let's go for that one. One of them. We'll choose one. Right, so headrest P22. We've got 17 people watching. Come and say hello, guys. Don't forget, like and subscribe. You know, if you're liking what you're seeing, hit that thumbs up and then hit the subscribe button. What did Nat tell me? When we went to the model store today, she said if I can hit 1,000 subscribers, that's it. I can have one of the old leather flying jackets with model making trucker on the back. So that's it. That's incentive, isn't it? If I get to 1,000 subscribers, I get to have one of these jackets. I misheard her to start. I thought she said 2,000, but she corrected me at 1,000. She's not very hopeful, is she? So yeah, that's it. Give me 1,000 subscribers and I get a nice new leather flying jacket. And then Nat for Baneblade. Can't forget that one. Oh, Sprue and Glue, sorry at Model Making Truck and Nat, got to go. That's all right. Don't have to be sorry, mate. You take care. Thank you for coming. I hope this back bit's covered because there's a nice injector pin mark, 2 of them on the back. Surely they would have done it in a way all of these would be covered, you would think. Hopefully. I might just take a bit off the top there. Looks about right. Everyone's just saying bye to Sprue and Glue. I'm running out of tomato extra thin as well. On them too. There we go. And then 1661. Oh, let's not destroy it before I've even completed it. So we've got e-models on tonight at 9 o'clock. We've also, is James still in the chat? model officer. I don't think I've seen him say bye, but he might have snuck out. You can extend the brush to better reach the bottom of the bottle. Now, I've read that somewhere. Where did I do that? You just pull it. You get covered in glue, aren't I? Oh, look at that. Thank you, Model Making Haggis. So I did read that, but I completely forgot about it. Then we've got my near the bristles. You're meant to pull the bristles out rather than inner sleeve at the bristles. Let's do that. Let's push that back on there then. It's where I snipped the end of, isn't it? There we go. Thank you. Cheers, Mike and Haggis. Soz caps lock. That's fine. I'm used to being shouted at. I'm going to get shouted at soon. So, let's do the armrests. Please don't break. There we go. See, everyone learns something new. I did anyway. I'm in my little jar. So my wife has been reminding me what the time is. I think she's having some fun with the kids. So either she's having fun with the kids, or she's telling me what time I start in the morning. We'll soon find out. I think I can hear her coming. I've been given permission to go a bit longer if I want to. Who wants me to do a bit more? I personally want to get the seat made, and then I want to get the cockpit made. And then I want to get it all installed and then painted. Now, who wants me to do a bit more? Get the seat completed at minimum. And that'd be a nice place to finish, won't it? Although it's only 13 watching now. I've lost 3 people. We've lost them on the way somewhere. Been a lot. Yes, Lewis, stay, mate. Keep going, please. Yeah, so. Yes, Lewis, stay, mate. Why, you got to be somewhere? I haven't. I think she's doing a nothing. And the kid's upstairs. Keep going, please. Yes, Lewis, stay. Yes, Lewis, on tonight at 7:30. Yeah. So, model officer is got a live stream going tonight at 7:30. I believe he's continuing with his horse cart from Yen Models. He's on at 7:30. I've seen the kits that he does, and it's like, wow. And then I believe, are they the ones that are like cardboard, compressed cardboard, them ones, James? Yep, so model making off. Haggis will be watching you, James. I unfortunately won't be able to make it. No. So my little boy's just come in and bellowed at me. That's what he's been making. Little doggy with floppy ears.
And I added stuffing in it.
And he's added stuffing in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so what was I saying? I've lost my train of thought now. He's come down. Yeah, so James is on tonight doing his horse cart. And I think it's made out of compressed cardboard or wood. Looks really nice and clean, to be honest. That was a quick interlude from my little boy. Made his doggy and stuffed it. Got some people saying hello, Connor. Yep, so James is continuing with the horse cart from Yen Models for the 2-week diorama. The product is a mix of plywood and pressed cardboard. Yeah, I was partly right. 7:30 for James on Model Officer's page. Remember, like and subscribe. And then at 9 o'clock, it is the model show with Colin, Chris, Fox, and Ted. Again, I won't be able to make either of them because of real life work stuff, unfortunately. I do tend to make an appearance now and then in the chat, but then I pay for it the next day. Sat on a bay going to sleep, and all of a sudden I get a green light to go. I'm fast asleep in the seat. Doesn't always go down well. I keep breaking that bit off. Oh, Hi Shane from Connor and Paige. Yeah, they're currently upstairs building, sewing something. Well, Connor's sewing a doggy. What are you sewing, Paige? You doing your... She was doing a pom-pom ladybird yesterday. I don't know if she's done that. There we go. You got James going to duck out. Sorry, a few things to do before tonight's stream. I will be watching with great interest as this kit is my stash. Thanks, Lewis. Make up our calling. That's all right, James. Nat will certainly see you later. Thank you for coming along. And then Paige is sewing a monkey. So I've got a doggy and a monkey upstairs. Both sounds like an elephant at the moment. I think I am just about to be joined. Right. So I need P36.
I want to eat all afterwards. What have you got for me? Can I please open the all for you?
So my little boy's just come and joined me. He wants to come and read the words. So we've got Frankie Goes to Hobbywood. Hello, Frankie. Hi, Lewis. Not working today, so I can have a look to your stream. Thank you very much. Welcome. And then we've got Shane Youngs.
She says, "Hello, Paige. I hope we will see the monkey when it's done, and
yeah, hello Paige. We hope we'll see the monkey when it's done.
And we've got, what have we got else?
That's it for now, little man.
Why don't you help on graph?
So I'm not entirely happy with that arm.
No, I'm afraid.
It seems to
No.
stick out a bit. But never mind. So what do I need next? I need P36.
P36?
It's a bit I can see properly and hold. Yes, I've got my little boy down here, so he's going to be reading the comments out.
That's why.
Let's make him work.
A week, as many words as I could.
Yeah.
How many words can I read? Let's find out. Will be 100,000.
So we've got.
We've got. Common word. Okay. Says, "Hi Hi guys.
Common Road Junction says hi guys. Hello Common Road Junction.
And we've got Jay Young says, you enjoy making your art, Connor.
Did you enjoy making your dog, Connor?
Yes, I have.
Good. Is it all finished?
We forgot all of those.
Yeah. Is your doggy all finished or are you still making it?
It's finished.
Finished, has it?
Yes. And we've got Modelmaking Mayhem says, silly Atty. Squish.
Squish.
Same as squish.
That's it. So some of my other live streams have
And
had.
we have got.
That's it for now.
You have extras craft.
I've done Dexterous Crafter.
No, you forgot this.
Done Dexterous Crafter.
Is she is sewing monkey, and we've got. Oh, you forgot. Look, we've got a new one.
We've got a new one, have we?
Yeah, look. Yes, we.
Oh.
Echo's Crafter says, not quite finished, Atty.
I think she's talking about your doggy. It's not quite
And
finished, is it?
The other Shane Young says.
It's the same.
Shane Young's. Oh, good, Connor. Guys, and I are glad that you enjoy it.
Yep. So, oh, good, Connor. Glynis and I are glad you enjoyed it.
Wait until another one comes.
Okay.
Another one might come.
Might do.
It's nearly coming. How exciting. We still got Shane Young's good, Connor.
Thank you.
I'm glad you enjoy it. Another might come. Oh. Never mind.
Put your hand down, please.
Whoa! Hey, you see that? Can I sit on your lap?
No, little man, because Dad is building.
Please, I'll be careful.
Dad is building one of his models today, so.
I'll be careful. What? Look, a new one came. It's Atty, look, that one came. We have got Modelmaking Hacky says, and how old are you? I'm 5 years old. But now I'll be 6 after my birthday. Let's beam that one out. Wait for another one. We already have Modelmaking Haggis.
Haggis.
Haggis. And that says, and that says, how old are you?
Okay, so we've got, I can get a word in. We've got the seat all built up.
Yes.
The only thing I've not done is put the belts on because they're photo etch. So it'll get primed and painted before I do the photo etch, and then we'll have the fun with the photo etch. I quite enjoy.
Yes, and we know that. We know that. We really.
Yeah, so that's the seat done. Shall I continue?
Yes.
That's nasty, Andy.
We got Modelmaking Mayhem says. What is that say?
Blemspulations.
Modelmaking Mayhem says punctuations.
Blemspulations.
And there it is. Let's beam that one out. Let's wait for another one.
Okay. So, shall we continue?
Look, a new one came. Hey. Connor should eat his own ice cream. Now that one. Jim says, you're eating a spring. Now the next one.
Yeah, but let's read it so people can hear what you're saying, little man, yeah?
And Modelmaking Mayhem says, see, I'm teaching them big pumpkins.
Complicated wordage.
Shane Young said, yes, Lewis, keep on going with. And for next one, Modelmaking
Haggis.
says, ask Connor.
Do you think Daddy should carry on?
Look, a new one came.
Yeah. Do you think Daddy should carry on?
Yes. Oh, go on.
Paige?
Modelmaking Haggy says, you need to decorate. He is doing a great job. Let's beam that one out.
My little girl has just turned up with her monkey.
See. I can't see.
And there you go. So, are we going to continue?
Yes, we are.
Okay. So we need.
Look, a new one came.
No, you've read that one.
No, it's
You've read that one.
Yes, that one.
Okay.
Look, a new one came. It's Modelmaking Mayhem. Modelmaking Mayhem says, hiya. Pikachu. I never heard a word like I am Pikachu.
Pikachu is like a little animal thing.
Yes, Pokemon.
So you do know what Pikachu is?
Yes, it's like on Pokemon. Look, a new one came. It's Squishmallows. Squishmallows says, hello all.
Hello, Chris. How are you? Welcome.
Let's beam that one out. Look, a new one came. Look. And we
Calm
have
it down.
Squishmallows says, I wasn't napping. Not me. Look, a new one came.
Napping.
It's Equus
Napping. I wasn't napping. Not napping. Napping.
Look. Equus
Don't shout.
says,
Don't shout.
hi, Quiz.
Oh, this one starts with X1.
Yes. Let's wait until a new one comes. We already beamed it out. Didn't we, Abby? We already.
So I think Chris was having a nap during my live stream. I think it was.
What's what was that? I wasn't napping, not me. That's what Quizmot was.
Yeah, we'll learn you about sarcasm.
Yeah.
I think he's been at work.
Look, a new one came.
Shh.
Shen Young says, hello, Quiz. You ready for a nap after all the streams you've been doing?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
beam.
hello, Chris. You deserve a nap after all the live streams you've been doing.
No, let's beam that one out. And let's wait until another one. Oh, a new one came. In fact, Grandma says, thanks. Let's beam that one out. And wait until another one comes. We have. How many people have we got watching?
We've got 12 people watching.
12 people. people.
Yeah. Are you going to say, don't forget to like and subscribe?
Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Because Mummy has said that if Model Making Trucker gets 1,000 subscriptions, he gets a nice new flying jacket, leather flying jacket.
Hello, Mummy. I'm husband or me.
Okay, quiet for Daddy.
X5.
We have 12 people watching.
Do you want to go finish your doggy?
I'm in. After I've wet all those. Look at you one game. It's Grace Model. Another Grace Model. Grace Model says, and what does Equus Crafters get when she gets to 1,000? What happens if Equus Crafters gets to?
The Extras Crafter doesn't
When
actually
she
get
gets
anything when she gets to 1,000 because I said, oh, if I get to 1,000, no, I said that, oh, I'm going to get,
Let's
Connor?
move that one out.
I'm going to get myself a nice new flying jacket, one of them leather flying jackets. And she says, only when you get to 1,000 subscribers. So it was her choice to say that. So
Yes, has been that one.
she's made that herself, so she has to stick to it. So she doesn't get anything
No.
because I'm mean. Suppose I'll say I'll be nice to her for a day.
Oh, that's nice. That's really, really kind. Oh, a new one came, and that's Modelmaking Haggy. Modelmaking Haggy says, equally, sir. That's what Modelmaking Haggy says. Let's wait. Let's beam that one out. Beam that one.
Equality, Connor.
Ooh. Let's find out if a new one comes.
So equality. Equality. Yeah, but it was her choice. She said it, not me. You know,
Mummy,
I was
it your
quite happy to.
Ow.
I was quite happy to just get one without permission.
I'm still waiting for one.
Connor.
Sorry about that, guys. I just had to sort a few things out. Yeah, so equality. Yeah, I get that, but I never said. Yeah, I never asked for after 1,000 subscribers. I can get that. I just said I wanted one. She made that deal up. A massive group hug. Yes, you can have that. I'm sure she wouldn't mind a massive group hug. and all the ads on the planet for monetization. Yeah, I think that's just because of one thing though, isn't it, Andy? Right, so what I'm going to do is just build this bit up, and then I will probably call that there. We've just got about 4 or 5 more things. We've still got 11 people watching. I'm not sure how many likes I've got or whatnot. I'm sure I get told in chat.
16.
I've got 16 likes. Fantastic. I've got more likes than viewers at the moment. I've got some photo etch on this bit as well. So need to start building a stash. I have my eye on the Kotobukiya kits, some tanks. But with tanks, what kits are good and what do I avoid? Now, me personally, I don't build kit. I don't build tanks. So, though I have got that Abraham's tank that I started, quite enjoyed that one until I didn't. I heard Tamir do quite a few nice tanks. Sure, who in chat? Carl's doing a Conqueror over on Making Models. How's that? How's your F-16 coming along, Andy? We just leave that one up there for Nat to see. I'm not putting myself in any category for kits. I'll build whatever I can, hence the mayhems. And then Nat's trying to get out of it. There you go, Andy. You could be the next Baneblade builder. Everything is on pause till Jay can get the house sorted, Lewis. The missus has so much fabric. So I can get the house sorted. See, I'm supposed to be getting the house sorted, but I just can't. I get home from work and it's like, no, I just want to sit down, build some models, maybe paint a few. Which is a good start because obviously Saturday night crash, I go on that and it's like, ooh, starts my whole weekend of modelling. And it's like, I want to get this, that and the other done. And I just don't. There's quite a bit of nice detail on these though. I quite like, I don't know if you can see all the different buttons and everything. That'd be fun and interesting to paint. Because I think that's isn't that where the radio guy sits, the radio controller guy? I know quite a few different blues, reds and greens go on that. That'll be an interesting one. I have been shopping. Like I say, I went to Mason's Models and I got some paints that I've not used. Some MIGs, Ammo MIG. They're for my bust. Got like ones for this one because I find, although you can paint with Tamiya paints, they're not the easiest to paint with. So I like either using Vallejo or the Citadel ones. Yeah, we can't go wrong with Tamiya as a first tank kit. I'm only just getting going with tanks, Andy. I have built a Tamiya Panzer 38T and a Panzer 3. Great kits to start with. See, maybe I ought to try one then. But then I get to it and it's like, it's your typical modelling thing. You start the kit, it's going to be the best kit you've ever done. And then with tanks, I just think, no, I've had enough. I think because some of the things I do, I research it to an inch of its life. Not research as in look at pictures and photos and everything like that. It's more the history of them. And yes, the tanks have a history, but like with your battleships, they have a particular history. Take the Belfast. It's fought in all these different battles and everything, and it supposedly fired the first shots of D-Day. That is disputed. Let me just get that in there. You know, and it's the only surviving British battleship of the Second World War. So it's got a lot of history to that one ship, and that's what I enjoy researching and learning about. So whereas your tanks, yeah, you get your ones that have done specific battles and specific things, but it looks exactly the same as the next one. Got the Dragon and Tacom kits have well over 1,000 parts, and the instructions are quite hard to follow. I've heard Tacom are like really big on the detail, though, aren't they? Or are they the sort of one where one kit will make one thing out of one piece, and Tacom will make the same thing out of 10 pieces and still get the same result? So X24. Bit more pimpage for me. I have also got an Instagram account. No idea what to do with it. And that will manage it for me and do whatever he's doing. I also have Modelmaking Trucker Facebook group. It's only just starting, but similar sort of thing to like the Boom Hut and everything. But there's a lot of shows out there, especially on the Sunday. They're lovely to see, and I always tune in for them. and watch them go through the galleries and whatnot. Not just on a Sunday, but there's other days. I know we do it on the Saturday night crash, but I'm not actually going to do that with mine because I don't want to take away from the other guys. You know, so they're showing everyone's work. I don't want to do that with my group or my live streams because I just don't, to be honest. I don't want to take away from like Colin and Saturday Night Crash and Chris on a Thursday. So I'm not actually going to do that with mine. So it's there for people to show the work and get advice and help and tips and everything. And for us all to ogle over it in our own time. But yes, Lewis, 30 parts to 2 Tamiya parts. Obviously, the detail is far more accurate if you want a show model. Yeah, and obviously that would be something I'd like because I'm gutting for punishment. Okay, thanks for the recommendations. Are Academy and Ryfield any good? I've heard Ryfield are good. Academy, I've got an Academy Titanic upstairs. It's all pre-painted, pre-coloured parts, plastics. I know it's not a tank, but I've not built it. Like I'm waiting out on the 1/200 scale Titanic. So we need our first piece of photo etch. And there's some little decals in there as well. So I need, this feels really thick at photo etch as well. So I've got here somewhere, unless my kids have into it. No. So photo etch, I use an old CD, and what I don't use is a craft knife, that one anyway, or my sprue cutters. What I do use if I can find it, it's just there. I use a cheaper craft knife. It's got a thicker blade. That's like a scalpel, so it's a thinnish blade. This one, all I do come in and cut down. No, again, it's like taking a piece off the sprue. Don't cut right up to the piece. And then we'll put that back in its little bag. If it will go. So Nat's put a link in there for something. Oh, that's my Instagram account. Still don't know what I'm supposed to do with it, but that's my link for my Instagram account. And then I use a file, and I know some people, their wives and whatnot, are getting into this diamond art. A good thing for it, for photo etch, it comes with a piece of wax. Use that, and then you can pick the actual piece of photo etch up. I tend to use a metal file for photo etch rather than my sanding stick. You can use it, but can tend to tear your sanding stick up. Especially, I've got the Pontos kit for the Titanic, so I won't be using sanding sticks on them because there's a lot. It's like 13 extra sheets of photo etch. So we've got Shane Young, Academy are still on the harder side of Ryfield on my next step up. Border models are another good kit offering the same as Ryfield, Andy. There we go. So we've got Joe McCaslin in. Hello, Joe. I've been looking at I see your live stream the other day. I don't think I was actually up for it, but I did watch it back. And the photos you've been posting on our Spitfire, mate, it's phenomenal. When you find out how Instagram is to be used, could you let me in on it? Haven't figured it out yet myself. Yep, certainly, Joe, when I find out how to use it. So I think that'll just manage it for me. She'll tell me what she needs. I'm hoping anyway. So if there's nothing on there, presuming you post stuff on it, if there's nothing on there for a while, you know that I've done something wrong. So it'll probably never actually get used, to be honest. See, one thing, I don't understand why they put photo etch on that side. It's just, there's no detail in it. It's just a blank piece of photo etch. So why? Suppose though it's photo etch, shouldn't moan. So just bear with me. I'm just going to mute this because obviously me being fully prepared, I've left my super glue in the fridge. So just 2 seconds. And I'm back. Super glue in hand. Andy, if you just use it to take photos and splodge it links to Facebook account. Okay. Had it for 6 months before I actually figured out how to get a picture on. Yeah, I don't actually know, to be perfectly honest. Need a little bit of plastic. That will do. I'm also betting this is dried up. Just a little bit. And just remember to wipe my end. Have to bow out now, Lewis, as Glynis needs some help. Thanks for a great afternoon. Take care. Thank you very much for coming, Shane. Hope you stay safe. And I'll get my little tool here. Like that, and so basically this tool is one of Nat's sewing needles. I've cut the eye in half and pop the needle into my pin vise, and it just means to pick the glue up between the two halves of the eye, so I'm not getting too much glue everywhere. And if you can hear banging, it's because it's my kids. Then just pop a bit more. Glue down there. So we've still got 12 people watching. Please come and say hi. Oh. Yep, my kids are banging and my wife's just gone in. Kids, they're great, eh? Next time they might have a trip to McDonald's first. That bit. Get a bit of glue. And put it under there. Just hope that sets. Just splodge a bit more in. Oh, I just said splodge. There we go. And that, my friends, that next section done. So I'll just show you on the instructions what we got done. We have got we've got all the seat done. So except for the photo etch part, that's the seat made up. Then we've got, I think this is for the radio guy and navigator and whatnot. So that'd be on the side of the aircraft. Now, radio guy, probably someone else sat there. I don't know who sits where in it. So that's that. So yes, that's got 2 bits done. Only all of that to go. So I think it's a resounding yes to doing it on the live stream. So for the next 6 years, I will be here every Monday, start doing this. I also have coming the Titanic. Like I say, once I get it paid, I will be doing the 1/200 scale Titanic. Not sure whether I'll do that on live stream or as a video, but I think certainly I see a lot of people doing these sort of big ones, and they do a bit, come on camera, this is what I've done, do a bit more, this is what I've done. I don't really want to do that. I want to be, you know, this is how I do it. These are the mistakes I've made. You will see them in front of you, and you'll see how I solve them, whether that be chucking it in the bin or actually doing something to solve. A lot of detail in those instructions. Yes, there is, Joe. There is a lot of detail. I mean, although that's basically like the cockpit section built up to stage 11, and then it's working in all the other bits on the inside, the fuselage and everything. This one, obviously, it's got the clear fuselage halves. They will be being used, else there's no point buying them, I don't think. Yeah, so that's what I've managed to get done. So like I say, I'll prime it. I'll get it all primed off camera. Not for any reason besides the priming part, I find it stinks. So I'll be doing that all off camera. But the painting side, I will sit and we will paint it as we go. So I'm not going to get it built up in sub-assemblies and whatnot. I will get this bit primed and then painted. Probably not. So yeah, we will get it built in sub-assemblies, but we will also paint as we go. So you'll be having a mixture of building and painting rather than just building and then just painting, because although I get like the building side of it, I can get bored. So having a break, having a change, sitting here and painting it will hopefully stop me from getting bored and stop my mojo from disappearing, so I can get it all completed. But yes, so on tonight we've got James from Model Officer. He will be on at 7:30 on his channel, continuing with his horse cart. And then at 9 o'clock tonight we have got e-models with Colin, Ted, Fox and Chris. Which one didn't I say? Chris. That's it. Yeah, so a quick look through chat. Good Lord, my son is rampaging upstairs. It's like a herd of heffalumps. Yeah, my kids have just been doing the same. I hope you couldn't hear it, but I think you could. And then my wife told them to stop. A lot of detail in those instructions. That Revell Mustang was the worst of instructions. Bad white plastic too. Yeah, I envy people who can do cars and trucks and things like that, because I seem to just bodge the paintwork. It never comes up how it's meant to. Joe, got to admit, I really like the kits without too much detail moulded. It gives me more freedom with less cleanup. Yeah, I mean, I've seen that Spitfire, Joe, and you know, I just wish I had that level of skill to be able to sit there and go through reference photos and find out where goes what and all the wires. Oh, man. Oh, and my wife is just saying thank you again for joining, everyone. Yep, thank you. And great show. Thanks, Lewis. Yeah. Also, a quick one from my wife. She has a new live stream on Friday at 8 o'clock in the evening. So it's going to be her first live stream. But yeah. And Frankie has to go. Yeah. But thank you very much, everyone. Remember, like and subscribe. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next week. Bye.